Pulling out the coupe in the lot, going for 12 for a swat, busting all the bells out the box. Hit the leaf with the box, had to put the stick in the box.
What's up, guys? Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a full center mid session. I'm here with Marcel. Marcel is 13 years old. He plays for a local Ecnl team, and he's been transitioning from a winger position to more of a center mid position. So you're going to be seeing a lot of drills working on that. This first drill right here, very simple. He's going to check his shoulder. He's going to call out what number or color he sees on the iPad. He's going to dribble, accelerate into that space, and play back and repeat that. Very simple, very easy to do. You don't even need the iPad. You can have someone stand there, but as long as he's working on checking his shoulders, that's the most important aspect, because we're trying to build good habits. The next drill we're going to be working on is just same thing, working on building good habits, checking the shoulders. But for this one, this is more specific to what Marcel needs to work on. You know, he has a tendency to be a little bit too slow when going forward. So when he receives the ball, he takes too long to take it forward, accelerate into that open space, and then create a chance from that, whether that means passing, finding us, someone open, or taking a shot on goal. So in this drill, he's going to continue working on checking his shoulders before he receives the ball. He's going to try to take his first touch forward, dribble into that open space, take a couple touches, and finish on goal. So we also want to, continue working on that weak foot, because that's something, he's noticed that it's one of his weakest traits. So one of the best things to do is just get those repetitions in. So really simple drill. Check your shoulders, call out whatever color or number he sees on the iPad. You can set up your phone, and you can download this free app. I'll have it linked down below, but very, very simple drill, just working on taking that first touch. You really want to focus on accelerating a couple of steps and then getting a shot off on goal. The next drill we're going to be working on is just a finishing drill. It's a 4-shot finishing drill. First one he's going to do is just going to turn with the outside foot, shoot on goal. The second one he's going to open up, take that touch, finish on goal. And then the third shot, he's going to roll the ball across and then finish on goal. And then the third one, the third one, the 4 shot, he's going to take a touch towards the middle. He's going to start from the middle. He's going to take it inside and then finish on goal. So this is a great drill, just working on 4 different angles, different situations, using different parts of his foot to turn and set himself up. So one of the things that he did that he struggled with the most, which is setting himself up for that shot. And the reason why we're doing it on the side is because we want to work on that weak foot. We don't want it to be a weak foot. We want it to be another strong foot. So, getting these repetitions is very important, but also to teach him that the way you set yourself up is going to really help you get a good shot, or it's going to make it easier. If you take a bad touch, it's going to be much more difficult to get a good shot on goal. It's going to require a lot more energy. So really focusing on taking that proper touch to set himself up for a shot, it's going to be a good way for him to make better contact with the ball. But it's going to take time, and he knows that. So get those repetitions in and try to analyze every shot. If you take a bad shot, think about what you did wrong. Think about what part of the foot you hit. Were you leaning back too much? Were you leaning too forward? Did you hit with the proper part of the foot? Did you hit the correct spot on the ball? All these factors are very important, so you have to analyze it. And if you hit it good, then analyze that too. Say, what part of the foot did I hit it that made me get so much power behind it? But that was session number 1. Session number 2, we started off with some juggling with the tennis ball, and then we moved into just a quick little circuit conditioning where he's going to accelerate, turn 5 yards, accelerate, turn, and then accelerate 10 yards. Then we moved into another drill, just working on accelerating into that space. Like I said, we just want to, develop a good natural instinct that when he receives that ball, he attacks that space and creates opportunity. Because if he just kind of jogs after receiving the ball, he's going to be such an easy target to take the ball away from him. Whereas if he takes his first touch and attacks that space with confidence and speed, it's going to be very intimidating for other players, and it's going to be a lot harder for them to defend, because if he's dribbling full speed, for some of the guys that are behind him, they're just not going to be able to catch up. So this is just a great simple drill. I set up a gate to help him work on, accelerating through that gate as quickly as possible through those pockets of space, and then getting a shot off a goal. And right here, we're going to be working on another left foot finishing drill, just working on that technique, working on continuously, like I said, working on checking those shoulders. You know, every drill you should try to implement that so that it gets engraved in these kids' head. I sent a video to Marcel on Kimmich where they analyzed how many times he checked his shoulders just to receive one ball, and he checked his shoulders 6 times before receiving that one pass. And now we're going to be moving on to another 4-shot finishing drill. And Marcel right here, we worked on more of the right side, which is a strong foot, but he did much better. And then he also did a lot better finishing with his left. So the first shot is going to be checking in. You're going to turn, set yourself up well, finish, and then you're going to come back. You're going to check in, lay it off, check your shoulders, open up, set yourself up, finish on goal. Then you're going to come back, lay it off, overlap, and then finish. And then you're going to come back, use your right foot or left foot, cut, turn, finish on goal. And that's 4 shots just like that. Very simple. And Marcel did a fantastic job on this side. Definitely, you can tell, you know, his right is his stronger side. But I want this to be the same way on the other side as well, because he'll be such a dangerous player if he can use both feet just as effective. If he can use it just as well as his right foot, his left, oh man, it's gonna be game over for these guys, because if he builds that confidence here, then he shouldn't be afraid to finish with his left, because now that he knows that he can finish from outside 18 with his left, then you know it shouldn't be an issue at all. So make sure you get those repetitions, build that confidence during your individual training, so that once you go into your practices or your games, you won't be afraid to shoot with it.
Pass it back to me. Pass it back to around. Good. First time. Beautiful. Oh.
And as you watch the rest of the video, as you're going to see, the rest of these drills are pretty much the same drills. And the reason why I'm going to continue working on this is because until Marcel can do these consistently without making mistakes, then we can move on. But I know that, you know, as he continues to do these drills, he's going to become more consistent. At the end of the day, it's all about just getting those reps in, and eventually it's gonna click in his head, and he's gonna figure it out. Once he gets those couple good reps in, and he figures out, you know, oh, this is how you do it, it's gonna stick with him. And then, you know, that's why it's so important for like, if you're a young kid, or you have a young kid, or you're coaching somebody who's young, it's very important that they have this individual training sessions for themselves. Like, team training is great, this is where they can apply it, but they need to also have these times where they can work on their individual needs or things that they need to work on. And a lot of times, a lot of kids, they just do team practices, and that's great, but doing individual sessions by yourself to work on the things that you really need to focus on is so important and underrated. So if a kid needs to work on his left foot, have him shoot with his left foot 100 times, and have them do that for the next week, next couple weeks, next couple months, and you're going to see that he's just going to get much more confident to the point where he's going to figure out how to finish with his left foot properly. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like or comment and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Status, I'm a big dog vet. I pull up on the block in a big Corvette. Yeah, riding around the city with a stick all black.